Welcome back to my channel with new updates. The UFC middleweight division is heating up as Brendan Allen and Dricus du Plessis continue to trade verbal shots ahead of a potential showdown, with Khamzat Chimaev currently holding the belt after dethroning du Plessis earlier this year. The division has become crowded at the top. Most top contenders are already booked, leaving Allen and du Plessis as the only two elite fighters without clear matchups. That reality has reignited years of bad blood between the two, with trash talk flying in both directions and tensions steadily rising. In a recent interview, Brendan Allen revealed that a fight with du Plessis is the most likely next step. Allen expressed frustration with what he views as constant excuses, particularly regarding weight issues, while du Plessis responded aggressively, saying he would gladly smash Allen if the UFC books the fight. However, du Plessis has also questioned whether facing Allen is the fastest route back to a title shot. Allen is coming off a massive statement victory at UFC Vancouver in October, where he stepped in on short notice against Reinier de Ridder. De Ridder was heavily favored and seen as the next title challenger after storming through the division. Despite being a significant underdog, Allen dominated the fight with relentless wrestling and ground and pound, ultimately breaking de Ridder down until his corner stopped the fight before the 5th round. During the interview, Allen explained why du Plessis makes perfect sense as his next opponent. He noted that they are the only two remaining contenders without scheduled fights and believes the matchup is inevitable. Allen also acknowledged du Plessis' unorthodox and gritty style, admitting that he can be difficult to read but emphasizing that du Plessis always finds a way to win. Still, Allen believes the key is simply getting du Plessis to the fight. When asked how the fight would play out, Allen did not hold back. He confidently stated that he plans to beat du Plessis everywhere. According to Allen, du Plessis is good at making fights chaotic, but Allen prides himself on giving fights and controlling them. He believes he has the advantage both on the feet and on the ground, stating clearly that his grappling edge would be decisive. Allen also expressed confidence in his striking, predicting that he would finish du Plessis before the end of the 5th round if the bout were scheduled as a main event. Boxing superstar Terence "Bud" Crawford has opened up about a possible move to mixed martial arts, his thoughts on Ilya Topuria, and his respect for legendary UFC figures such as Khabib Nurmagomedov. In a recent interview that has quickly gained attention, Crawford addressed long-running crossover talk and made it clear where he stands on entering the MMA world. Earlier this year, Ilya Topuria sparked headlines after boldly claiming he would knock out Crawford in a boxing match. Crawford responded by dismissing the comments as drunk talk, stating at the time that he did not even know who Topuria was. The exchange led to brief online tension, including subtle jabs involving walkout music and respect between combat sports stars. While the hype around a potential crossover clash faded, the conversation resurfaced following Crawford's historic retirement. Crawford recently shocked the combat sports world by retiring undefeated at 42, punctuating his career with a stunning victory over Canelo Alvarez in September. That win made him the only fighter in the 4-belt era to become undisputed champion in 3 weight divisions, solidifying his status as one of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers of all time. During the interview, Crawford was asked whether his background in wrestling could ever lead him into MMA. His response was direct and honest. He stated that MMA simply does not pay enough to justify the physical damage that comes with it. Crawford explained that combining wrestling, striking, kicking, and elbows takes a serious toll on the body, and he has no interest in putting himself through that kind of punishment after a long boxing career. When asked if he follows the UFC, Crawford confirmed that he does and named Jones and Khabib Nurmagomedov as his favorite fighters without hesitation. He praised both men for their dominance and legacy inside the octagon. The conversation then turned back to Ilya Topuria. Crawford admitted candidly that he has never actually watched Topuria fight and said he would need to look him up. While acknowledging that Topuria knocked down Max Holloway, Crawford pointed out that Holloway has been competing at the highest level for a very long time. He went on to say that Holloway is his favorite UFC fighter of all time and expressed deep admiration for his durability, skill, and heart. Crawford's comments offered rare insight into his mindset after retirement, making it clear that while he respects MMA and its athletes, his legacy is firmly rooted in boxing. Team Khabib has officially broken its silence regarding the recent controversy surrounding Khabib Nurmagomedov and allegations of involvement in a crypto-related scam. The situation began when Khabib shared an advertisement on social media promoting a digital product connected to Telegram, a move that immediately raised concerns across the MMA community and online space. Telegram already carries a mixed reputation, often associated with pirated content, unregulated digital markets, and questionable online activity. As a result, when fans saw a digital product being promoted through the platform, speculation quickly escalated. Many accused Khabib of endorsing a misleading or shady project, while others questioned whether the promotion was tied to the growing number of celebrity-backed crypto scams that have surfaced in recent years. The backlash spread rapidly, fueled by vague messaging and general mistrust surrounding digital assets. Amid the growing criticism, UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev stepped forward to clarify the situation on behalf of Team Khabib. In a recent Russian interview, Makhachev directly addressed the accusations, firmly denying that the promotion was a scam. He explained that the digital product in question functions more like a virtual collectible or digital gift rather than an investment vehicle. According to Makhachev, buyers were never promised financial returns or future profit. Instead, the product was designed to be purchased and gifted to others with no expectation of resale or monetary gain. He emphasized that it should not be compared to cryptocurrency or speculative digital investments where buyers hope for appreciation over time. Makhachev stated that labeling the promotion as a scam is misleading and inaccurate. Makhachev also revealed that he personally enjoys using Telegram as a platform, citing its ability to host long-form videos and preserve a digital history of content shared with fans. He noted that Team Khabib actively uses Telegram to post daily training footage, updates, and behind-the-scenes content to stay connected with supporters. Additionally, Makhachev confirmed that discussions are ongoing regarding his own potential partnership with similar Telegram-based digital products. He described the concept as a way for fans to own a symbolic piece of an athlete's journey rather than an attempt to profit off speculation. While his comments raised further discussion among fans, Makhachev maintained that there is nothing inappropriate about offering digital collectibles or engaging with supporters through modern platforms. Team Khabib's response aims to shut down the scam narrative and reframe the controversy as a misunderstanding rooted in misinformation and distrust surrounding digital products. Shara Bullet Metamedov has sent a clear warning to Arman Tsarukyan ahead of their upcoming grappling match, pushing back against the belief that Tsarukyan is the clear favorite. While many fans expect Tsarukyan to dominate due to his elite wrestling background, Shara believed this matchup presents a very different challenge than anything Arman has faced before. The two are set to compete at a Hype FC event on December 30 in Yerevan, Armenia. Although Shara normally competes as a middleweight in MMA, Tsarukyan is considered a large and physically strong lightweight with highly respected grappling credentials. Tsarukyan has already recorded 3 submission victories in grappling competitions this year, further reinforcing his reputation as one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the division. Despite that, Shara dismissed Tsarukyan's past accomplishments while speaking to Red Corner MMA, making it clear that previous wins will not matter when they step onto the mat. According to Shara, the match will come down to 6 intense minutes, and he believed his durability and mindset separate him from Tsarukyan's past opponents. He emphasized that he is not easy to break, comparing himself to someone who cannot simply be drowned or choked out. Shara stated that many have tried to submit him, but none have succeeded, describing the bout as both a major challenge and a valuable experience for his development. Shara also explained that facing Tsarukyan is a strategic move for his own growth. He acknowledged Tsarukyan's popularity and reputation, noting that the matchup brings significant attention. More importantly, Shara sees the contest as an opportunity to sharpen his wrestling skills against a top-tier opponent. He expressed confidence that the 6-minute match will be extremely difficult for Tsarukyan, and said he is eager to test how his own game holds up under that level of pressure. It is also worth noting that Shara currently boasts a 71% takedown defense rate. In the UFC, a statistic that adds intrigue to how the grappling exchange might unfold. Shara was additionally asked about Tsarukyan being passed over once again for a lightweight title shot, despite submitting Dan Hooker in his most recent fight, referencing the upcoming interim title bout between Justin Gadd and Paddy Pimblett. Shara suggested that business and marketability played a role. He pointed to the UFC's growing focus on Western audiences, highlighting Gage's veteran status and large American fan base, along with Pimblett's strong popularity in the United Kingdom. According to Shara, Tsarukyan had his opportunity, and missing it ultimately worked against him. Concerns have begun to surface regarding the upcoming matchup between Arman Tsarukyan and Shara Bullet Magomedov, as questions arose about whether the bout could be in jeopardy. From Tsarukyan's perspective, the situation appeared uncertain after Shara reportedly failed to arrive in the country as originally scheduled. Speaking during a live stream, Tsarukyan expressed confusion and skepticism over Shara's absence. He suggested that it was unusual for someone with Shara's reputation to miss his arrival, and mocked the situation by questioning whether Shara had lost interest in the matchup. Tsarukyan implied that the missed flight could indicate fear or simply careless preparation, adding that much of the pre-fight talk might turn out to be empty words. He also pointed to the upcoming press conference as a key moment, questioning whether Shara would appear and joking that a failure to show up might warrant a change in Shara's nickname. Tsarukyan's comments quickly caught the attention of Shara's camp. Shortly afterward, Shara's coach, Gorazizian, responded publicly to address the situation. According to Azizian, the original flight booked for Shara and his team was cancelled, which caused the delay. He explained that they immediately purchased new tickets at their own expense, were already en route, dismissing any notion that Shara was avoiding the fight. Azizian then fired back at Tsarukyan, urging him to stop spreading what he described as nonsense. He suggested that Tsarukyan's comments were reminiscent of fighters who begin making excuses before a tough contest, referencing past instances where competitors complained of injuries ahead of important bouts. His remarks added fuel to an already tense exchange between the two camps. The back and forth escalated further when Shara took to social media. In an Instagram story, he posted a message accompanied by a pointed caption suggesting a remedy for back pain. While subtle, the post was widely interpreted as a direct jab at Tsarukyan, continuing the war of words and adding another layer of personal tension to the matchup. With both sides trading remarks and explanations, it is clear that emotions are running high ahead of the contest. What began as a simple scheduling concern has quickly turned into a heated verbal exchange, intensifying interest in the fight. As the event draws closer, all eyes will be on whether both fighters arrive as planned and settle their differences in competition rather than online. The growing animosity has only raised the stakes, making this matchup one of the most talked about clashes surrounding the event.